Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Next I like to show you that how to test this car's blower and fan. And I have here one blower and one fan what belongs to one European car brand, and this is very common, this structure and design of this car gap-in area fans and blowers. And this part idea is that when we connect in those two cables in here, what I can show, I take my screwdriver, this is plus and this is minus cable, and we connect cables in here, and then inside that area in here there is electric motor what starts to rotate that plastic plates and this like propeller, and when this part moves it start to blow air. It is when I rotate that my this fan feel, I take my glove away, I can feel in my fingers that there is air blowing. Okay, and this is the idea. And then of course when we have this setting switch in our dashboard, how that works. It works so that when we had these cables in here, their cables go to this switch, and there is 2 or 3 resistors what resist this electricity voltage in here, and when we resist that voltage, then this blower one blows slower in those low speeds, and then when we have full power in here, this moves the fastest one. Okay, and then why and what are these fans and blowers most common those issues and defects? The most common issue is that there is this carbon bronze set inside in there, and it burns out. And then also there is some kind of bearings what can start to generate this noise, and it's bad also. But we could fix both of those two things. And next, before of that, we need to check that is this electric motor okay, or has it been damaged. And this test happens so that first I need to insert in here to my battery plus and minus power, and then I need to set up this my system so that this blower wheel can run. Okay, this is quite okay position. Okay, and then when this part is in here in that position, I need next car battery. We can take and loan our car's battery, that we take it away, or then we could have some extra car batteries, and I have quite many extra batteries what I can use. And then second part what we need is that we need to have some kind of electric cables and wires that we can connect this minus cable what is in here. I by the way rotate that my battery in better position. There is minus sign in here, that area. I connect that in that area, and then in that area there is plus area, and red goes in there. And then when we are doing with these battery things, we have to be all time carefully that we don't connect these things in together, because then we generate small kind of short circuit, and it is bad because these wires can be go broken, and also our battery could be damaged, and then even we could generate a small fire, and in some cases even explode, some kind of explosion. But I have not tested that explosion in that way, but I have feeling that that is possible. Okay, and then when I connect these my cables, I do now show that I check all time that these cables are away. This is mandatory, that now minus is there and plus is there, and then I connect that second plus cable in that area, and now I have to be in very carefully, because here is a power and here too, and then I need to connect these my cables in to this fan, that we can check that how well this my fan works, and then be carefully, because that part start to move, and if we have our fingers in here, they can cut very bad scratch in here, and we have then blood in here, and red fluid in our table, and that's be carefully. Keep your fingers in here and use protective gloves. Just what I do now. I am using these gloves because I like to protect my fingers, because I like to do something else with my fingers in future, then to insert this in here, and that area in here is safe, but no in that area, or not in here. Okay, and then there are those two cables, and first I need to connect that cable like this lower part. This is easy to insert, and then when I keep that my hand in here, this is like in compression, and there is a good position, and then when I little bit move that outer area, then this fan should be start moves. Okay, and it is really funny, and this is quite hard blower, because stuff flies to my head. And look in here, because this is electricity when you see those sparks. And this is interesting, because this fan blower blows excellent way, and that's I don't know that why this, what is wrong in this my fan, because this should be broken and I can't hear any noise. Maybe my friend who gave that fan to me, he has made some kind of mistake, because this fan runs really smoothly. There is no any vibration, or no any sound, or no any issues, but it's good. If we have good and new kind of components, it's more easy to test. And then I test that when I connect these cables in that way, oh, this is cool, because this fan rotates really fast. My hair is, I need some glasses. Okay, and that means that I can't hear any noises in here. Let's test again. Can I hear? This was like full speed. This is full speed now, like maximum. Okay, it seems that it is fine, and then I take this plus cable away because I don't like that short circuit, and then of course in my way or highway I like to open these things and look that what is this fans situation, even that this is okay. And this is, by the way, made by Denso, and that means that Denso is Toyota's company. And then when I can see that there is also this Magnet Marelli, what is Italian company, it is interesting that there is this must be some European cars, this fan blower. Interesting that there is that it is not made in Japan, but some European car. And then I open. I need this kind of tool. What is like this six corner. That this is not standard tool, but quite common. And then I use my screwdriver and this kind of screwdriver, and I open these bolts because I like to look in inside area. I like to check that what is this fan's inside part situation. This is maybe Denso's design and made in Italy, like Ferrari, Fiat Ferrari quality. Ferrari Testarossa. Maybe this fan is from Ferrari Testarossa. Okay, let's look. And then there is those. Now I took those two bolts away, and can I move that? Not yet. But then when I open these clippers, something happened then. Okay, and I check that. Can I use my screwdriver? What is this? This is like very elastic. This is very elastic. Very elastic thing. Maybe I need to press that part in here down. That is, it opens. And actually this seems that okay, and at least that one open. This is this wire cable, and then I think that I need to get this part away in some way. I insert my fingers in here, and then I try to pull out that. And this really moves. Excellent. Yes, thanks. Thanks on this Denso's design. This. Okay, can I insert? Now I insert that in that hole. But I can take this black part away. Good. Okay, excellent. Yes, Denso makes my day. Denso International. And this is this plastic, and there we can see this our engine and this motor. And let's look what is there. Even interesting. this engine is from Bosch and made in Germany. Oh, this is really amazing fan. That here is Denso, made in Japan, and then Magneti Marelli, Italian company, and this is like something European cooperation. Okay, and then we go to look this. There is this cable, and in that area we have those carbon prunes, and they are in. I believe that they should be in here. Yes, in those two things, and they are always two. It's like set, and then there should be this bearing in here. And let's start this assembly so that I check first these carbon prunes, so that I take my flat screwdriver and I open these, and then I can say immediately that what is this carbon prunes set status, and I bend a little bit this part, and then I believe that can I move this in that position. Can I move that a little bit? Okay, and let's look that. Okay, and if I open that, there is spring in inside. Okay, and I check, and then we can, yes, I can see that what is status of this carbon. Okay, good. I bend a little bit this, and then I can, when I am carefully, I can also close that system again. Okay, a little bit work. That way I bend that thing. Okay, now I'm on it. Okay, and here is this spring, and then there should be this coil. And when I rotate that, it should be drop in here. Okay, there's only carbon dusty. Okay, that means that it is in there inside. There was this spring, and then when I use a little bit my screwdriver, I can maybe help. There it is. When I a little bit lift that up, it is in here. Okay, I need small tongs that I can pull out, and small break that I take my tongs. Okay, and now I have in here small tongs, and there is now situation that there is this carbon prunes in here, and there is small copper wire that goes in that area. And normally I should do, actually I could weld that, and so I can do new solder in here, and that's I can cut this wire in here. When I a little bit bend that, actually at least I believe that I can cut that, because normally this cuts really easily. There is this thing, and okay, now I cut that thing, and then I can take this carbon thing carefully away. And this is possibility that we can replace in here those new carbon set, especially if this is in some Toyota's car, because Toyota offers this carbon set. And let's look. Okay, and here is this carbon. And what I can say in that, my experience says that this is not yet totally end, this carbon. It is maybe in like half, middle of that life. In new one it should be in like twice sides in that area, but I believe that this carbon still works. And there is this hole where this carbon goes back, and there is similar carbon in other side in here, in that area too. This spring compress in that way this carbon against to this electric motor, this main axle and this shaft what is in there. And then I should do my next job, that because in here is this bearing, and now I think that these carbons are okay. And then can I hear any noise? Maybe there is more noise in here, and then can I move that this, if there is any tolerance in here, it is bad. And now I rotate that in that position and that, and I try to find too much movement in here. And now I keep in my finger in this main core axle, and then I think that maybe I can take my small tongs and keep in that area, and then I move that axle also, and then this cover body, and I am trying to locate those big tolerances. This is bearing in that area, and between this bearing and that axle and then this body. But this looks quite okay. And then we have second bearing in here, in just below of that thing. And then I should take that my thing away in here. And now, because this normally we should do in somehow heat that area that we can move that blower out, but now I think that I take my excellent knife, what lasts almost everything. This is like every supercar owner's knife. This is Kabar, made in USA, and bulletproof blade. And now I start to blend that up, that if I could take this motor away, and then carefully that I don't hurt my fingers. This looks quite solid. And then when I notice that this is not possible, then I do so that I, because this is like now testing, because next what I do, I don't recommend that to you, because this is only informative thing that we can look those bearings. And now next I use my Dremel and I cut these things in here away, that we can take this one away. And let's take my Dremel, and there is this cutting disc ready. And then always eye protection. Then I do a little bit cutting that we can see what is there inside. Okay, then also ear protection, and I cut a little bit that area. Okay, and now it happens that I was almost finished, but my Dremel's cutting disc goes broken and I need to replace new disc in here, and we soon continue. Okay, now I have new disc and I can finish that my job in here. Okay, and now it finally opens, even that also that Dremel's cutting disc goes broken. But now we have that part away, and there is this central engine in there. And we can look a little bit that, and in that area we can see that here we have the second bearing area, and in these bearings we can't replace, but the summary is that all things in here looks good, and this my repair was not, it wasn't important, because this fan was okay and there was no any issues. Even I couldn't find any issues. But now when I have opened that, this fan is totally scrap and it is almost impossible to repair, even that I live in some African country in like jungle, because this is so badly broken. This is totally scrap. And then the message and lesson is that these things are the most common issue, that there can be that this carbon and this coal burn out, and it's the issue that when this part goes totally out, then this engine don't work anymore. It like stops, and then there could be things that it hesitates. And if there is bad sound, then we know that here is this bearing set in that area, and also in here these bearings are worn out. And now I think that maybe it's good to check that if I could open these bearings, because it would be nice if we could open this, and I insert, because I am now wondering that is here ball bearings or only lubricant thing in here. That area is my interest, and Now I think that how 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 hard material these are. That can my this moves but then that part should move also, and this is like compressed engine, that this part has been compressed in factory in very powerful pressing tool together, and that's I have now difficulties to open those, but I think that I can come back in that issue and use my Dremel and cut these things later, that we can see those this blower and fan motors bearings in later. Okay, but now I think that I am finished, and we have checked that everything is fine. Actually it was, and everything, there was no any coil issue or some, no any bearing issue, and this was this information, and thank you for watching and have a nice day to you.